Tour Savannah trolley ride.
No, sir. I'm familiar with Dallas. I marched in a drum and bugle corps back in 1991, and our finals was in Dallas.
Ah.
That was some heat and on us over there.
Well, you ever hear Collins Street Bakery
Fruitcakes.
fruitcakes?
That's what we're known for, fruitcakes.
Fruitcakes? Huh.
He's going to share this one up too. These people are not on.
Yeah, so you know they had a few weeks of misery dealing with those things. And for those not familiar with chickens, they're little red, spider-looking bugs that like to burrow under your skin to make you itch like you're going crazy. They eat in little shops and cafes. Pretty old, and that means it's rough and puppies. Well, take it kind of nice and slow to make sure you don't bounce all over the place trying to get down through here. But I tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen, if you think it's rough and bumpy riding down this cobblestone ramp in my trolley, try walking down it at night after you've had a few adult beverages. It becomes a real adventure then. Girl statue.
Well, if we stop here.
I'll tell you all about the way the girl statue in just a moment. Stop. All right, I think that's it. Number 12, if we're going to be looking from.
It's a really weird
And we were
flag.
talking about that statue right out there to the left, the waving girl statue. Now, that is a likeness of Miss Florence Martis and her dog, Sandy. So she's got a statue down here on River Street.
Oh, he didn't say Sadie?
Because at age 19, she moved right down there in the bend of the river with her brother on to Elba Island. Because he took the job of lighthouse operator. Davenport for his family. But it's got some beautiful craftsmanship in there because Isaiah Davenport just happened to be the master's the trim on his house. And by trim, I mean the window trim around the windows, the banisters up there on the balconies, the columns here with the fancy stuff up top, even the porch, the steps, the rails, and the post. Because all of the trim on the outside of this house is made of iron. William Keown told me years ago, and he used to tell people, you can make it out of wood, I can make it out of iron. Like where we can continue on, we're going to now, as we get down here near the intersection, clear some of these trees on our left, you can look up high in front of us over there to the left and see the twin steeples and some of the architectural features of the Cathedral Basilica of St. John the Baptist. And this beautiful building sitting right next to it, this green color, that is home to St. Vincent's, the all-girl Catholic Academy here in the city, as well as home to the convent that runs the academy, the Sisters of Mercy.
That way, as a courtesy to the folks that may be trying to listen to the narration. Troopers that came here with friends to help us fight the American Revolution. These over Telfair Square, named after Edward Telfair, that was a delegate to the Continental Congress and a governor of Georgia. His son Alexander Telfair commissioned this house right here to be built. And he gave it to his sister Mary Telfair. Now remember her name for later. It's going to come up again. But Mary Telfair, she gave it to the historic Georgia Historic Society, and she gave it with a stipulation. Stipulation being that it had to be turned into the first public art museum in Georgia. Her wishes were honored. That's now the Telfair Museum. Prominently in the movie Forrest Gump. The opening scenes were the fetch said, right? That's right. Now take a look at this house coming up here on the left with the tall. Now this is the Harper Folks house, and it was considered to be the most beautiful house around for quite some time. And in the mid-1800s, it changed hands many times until Miss Alida Harper Folks bought it at auction for the amazing price of $9,000. Sitting on that bench. But back to the ironwork. Look over here on the right, down low at the corner of the building, there's a fish downspout there. It's a dolphin fish. If you missed the first one, there's one that's easier to see here on the right. It was in the movie Something to Talk About. Julia Roberts caught her husband cheating on her right through that window.
Oh, I'm getting hungry. Hey, after touring Savannah, we were exhausted. That means there wasn't much video from Savannah KOA. We walked around and spent lots of time there, but just didn't really get much film. The KOA is actually 20 or 30 minutes from the city of Savannah, so it's fairly quiet, away from the hustle and bustle. They had a pool. They have a large lake on site, so it was a nice campground. Folks from all over the place, including Canada, were staying there while we were there. Old Town Trolley is the only way to see the city of Savannah. You pay one fee, you get on and off as often as you please, which gives an opportunity to see the squares and historic parks. Savannah was urban designed. When Georgia was founded in the 1730s by James Oglethorpe, the entire city was laid out with 24 squares, 22 of which still survive. And during the Civil War, General Sherman did not burn the city down. So it keeps its historic charm and is still one of the most photographed cities in the United States. In fact, Clint Eastwood is filming, while we were there, was filming his last movie. What he said was to be his last movie. I don't remember what they said the name of it was. But he had filmed Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil there back in the 90s, I guess. And so he had returned there for, I guess, what would be his sort of capstone film. So anyway, that was a view of Savannah out the window of the trolley. And so we will be back when we have a chance to head back that way. we'd like to spend a bit more time in the city of Savannah. Thanks for joining us, and we are now heading southward. We'll go to St. Augustine and then finally down into Marathon and the Keys, and then homeward again after that. So take care.